The Lycée Français reopened its Sausalito campus a month ago. This was opening day, September 8th.
We had to show that the safety protocol were in place to welcome students and adults safely on campus.
To obtain a waiver, the school had to verify that they are following 30 so-called elements of safety imposed by the Marin County Public Health Department.
From screening children before they come in, screening staff, making sure they had testing resources available to them, disinfection practices, that they understood that there needed to be someone on site that could be the liaison to public health if there is a case on campus, so we could react as quickly as possible.
The older students must sit at least 6 feet apart, and the school uses the outdoors as much as possible.
And the children are actually amazing. They adapt so well. They're very careful to wear their mask and to respect the rules.
So far, dozens of schools in Marin County have reopened for in-person learning. To date, there has been only one reported case of COVID-19, none at the Lycée among the 150 students there.
Knocking on wood.
The Lycée also has 3 campuses in San Francisco. They now have also been granted waivers. To ensure that social distancing is maintained, they are now opening a 4th campus in the city. In addition, they've had to hire more staff to ensure that the younger kids continue practicing the appropriate social distancing.
We are spending much more money than we should have initially, but I think it's totally worth it because that's really for the good of the children, for their benefit. This is the most countryside-like.
The head of the school told me it was important to reopen for the mental health of the children.
Initially, when they arrived, they were a bit shy, they were staying on their own, and we had to rebuild that culture of being at school, of being together.
The first school in the Bay Area to reopen was Sunnyvale Christian in Santa Clara County, August 27th.
It is sometimes very inconvenient, if not onerous, to follow all those regulations, but they are working.
It's just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the school and each classroom is sanitized. But this is one school with only 111 students, preschool to 5th grade. How does a large district with multiple schools reopen?
I would encourage the larger school districts to consider reopening following the guidelines, but the teachers have to be committed. They have to be on board. We have a great teaching staff, and that has really been a blessing to us.
Public school districts and their labor unions are looking at these mainly private schools to see what has worked and what could be done better to determine when and if to return safely to the classroom. Leanne Melendez, ABC 7 News.